Hi guys, it's Carmen, a mom with a vision. It's Wednesday already, and although I try to take my videos on Mondays because that's when my new week starts, I couldn't manage before due to different reasons. Number one, I am still so tired all the time. I am 37 weeks now, and it started, like a week ago. So mid last week that I suddenly felt just super tired. I just wanna sit down or lie down, not do anything. Even sitting in front of the computer is just exhausting. Cooking is exhausting. Standing, walking. I don't take George for a walk every day anymore because I just don't feel like it. And so I think, this is just my body telling me to rest before the big day. This week's update was supposed to be about my birth plan. And I already wrote a long blog post, but I can't work out a few things that I want to integrate. I want to offer you my birth plan to download, and somehow this isn't working. And so that's another reason that I can't get this working. So I also didn't record the video. But well, here we are today. Sitting because I don't want to stand or walk, outside there are lots of mozzies again, so I just decided I'll stay on the couch using my new tripod for the first time, which looks really good. I'm really happy about it. Seems that it makes life easier than holding out your hand the whole time and holding the phone. Okay, so apart from being tired, nothing much has changed. I'm super happy that I still don't have all the other symptoms that lots of women complain about, like heartburn or back pain. I have nothing like that. I feel really good, except for being kind of exhausted. My innie belly button is still an innie. I don't have a linea nigra yet, or maybe I will never get it. Even my nipples got a bit darker, throughout the whole pregnancy, but not that much. I thought they would get much darker, but no, nothing. I don't have any stretch marks. I got heaps and heaps of stretch marks as a teenager. When my boobs started to grow and I just gained a lot of weight in a very short amount of time, I got heaps and heaps of stretch marks, and so I thought when I get pregnant I will get lots of stretch marks again, but no, nothing. I guess this is because I'm eating super healthy, and probably even more important is the drinking part. Although it's winter here now and it's not as hot as in summer anymore, I still drink more than 2 liters a day. During summer it was 3 liters a day. So I guess, being hydrated really helps. I don't use any special products on my skin. Nothing, only coconut oil. And I don't rub my belly in coconut oil every day. I do maybe twice a week, so that can't really be the reason. I think it's mainly the water. That was it for everything happening this week. And now to my birth plan. So I wrote up a birth plan, what I imagine or what I want the birth to look like. And although people say, you can't really plan a birth, I kind of agree with them that you can't plan something as unpredictable as a birth, and anything could happen. But I think that makes it even more important to write it out, to think about what you really want, and then have a plan B and a plan C and maybe a plan D, and just think of all the different scenarios, so that you're not suddenly that nothing happens suddenly and you're not prepared for it. And yeah, the more I think about things that although I don't want a C-section at all, or not even, I don't know, just an epidural, or I don't want anything out of natural, except for a natural birth, the more I think about it, the more I come to terms with it, that it might happen, and so then I'm not completely unprepared. So yeah, by writing it down and thinking about all the different things, number one, you get more aware of what you really want. And number two, yeah, you should write it down so that other people know what you want. Because it is your body and it's your decision, and no one can force you to do anything. So even if you give birth in a hospital and the doctors are telling you you have to get induced, or you have to get an epidural, or you have to have this and that, you can always say no. I mean, they probably, maybe not even, they don't recommend it for a reason, but just because this is the only thing that they know. But yeah, they should not make you do anything if you don't want it to be done, and therefore you have to know what you want, and have to have done your research, and have to know when is the time to get an epidural, when is the time for a forceps, when is the time for a C-section, so that you can make the informed decision and not let doctors decide what you get or what you don't get. And number three, another important reason to write a birth plan is so that, yeah, also your birth partner and your midwife and the doctor, and so that they know what you want. Because even if you tell them, people might forget, or just, yeah, during birth they can't remember, and so they just can look it up again, and everyone is on the same page. Yeah, and it's much easier if they can just read about it instead of having to ask you again during labor when you might not want to talk. What else did I write down? Yeah, as I said before, don't forget to include all the scenarios, because if you're planning a supernatural birth and end up with a cesarean, it's bad enough, but if you didn't think about it beforehand and you don't know what to expect, then I guess it's even worse. There's a thing called gentle cesarean. And yeah, it is possible to still get skin to skin right after birth. It is possible to see the baby being born when the screen is lowered. So yeah, all these things are still possible even if you have a cesarean. So just make sure that you get what you want. Yeah, in my birth plan, I started with a few short sentences to just get my message out that I want it to be as natural as possible. I want to be left alone. I don't want to be told when to push or anything. And from then on, I only have bullet points so that it's easier to read, because the easier to read, the less likely people will read it. I also saw some with just icons, which is also a nice idea, I think, but I already had mine written up when I saw the icon, so I didn't want to change that anymore. I also thought about the wording, and some birth plans say things like, I would like it to be like this or that, and I would like this and that, and I decided against it, and I said I want, and it might make me sound, I don't know, bossy or whatever, but I think it was important for me to first of all make clear that, yeah, this is not for debate, and I don't want to argue about it, because I want it like this, and it's not that maybe if it's possible I would like it like this. And also I think the more you are aware of what you want, the more likely it will happen this way. If you're not sure and if you're open for different possibilities and alternatives, it is more likely to not go your way. And that leads me to visualization. So if you visualize the whole thing, just see yourself in the position you want to give birth in. What does the room smell like? What do you hear? What do you see? How do you feel? What are the people around you doing? Who is there? And just try to see the different, all the details in front of your inner eye. And the more you have a clear picture, again, the more likely it will happen just like this. But again, don't be disappointed if it ends up being completely different. Just be open at the same time, but have that strong picture in your head how you want it. Okay, if I ever get to upload the birth plan and if everything goes according to my plan, you can download it at momwithavision.com/birth-plan. I hope I will work this out today. And then I hope to see you soon next week. But who knows, maybe you don't hear from me again until like after the birth. No one knows. Okay, thanks for watching and thanks for being. Bye.